Can you believe that this is why the government is currently shut down right now?
We want you to take some stuff out of the budget that we think is wasteful, and we did, and that upset the Congresswoman. She's entitled to be upset if she wants to, but that really upset the socialist wing of the party. And so we took out, and here's what they want us to put back in. We found that under President Biden, they were spending $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. We took that out. The Congresswoman says, we're going to shut down government until you put that back in. We found $500,000 of American taxpayer money for electric buses in Rwanda. We found $3.6 million for pastry cooking classes and dance focus groups for male prostitutes in Haiti. I kid you not. I'm not making this up. It was in the budget under President Biden. We took it out. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez in the socialist wing, the loon wing of the Democratic Party, says we're going to shut down government until you put it back in. I'll just read you a few more that we took out. They are demanding we put back in. $6 million for media organizations for the Palestinians. $833,000 for transgender people in Nepal. $300,000 for a pride parade in Lesotho. $882,000 for social media mentorship in Serbia. $4.2 million. We took it out. The Congresswoman and the socialist wing of their party says we got to put that back in for that open government. $4.2 million for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex people in the Western Balkans and Uganda. I could spend the rest of the afternoon here. We took all that out. It upset Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. It upset the socialist wing of her party. And now that wing of her party and the Congresswoman are threatening all other Democrats and saying, you've got to shut that government down until we get what we want. And part of what they want is to add this kind of stuff back into the bill.
We have to be a lot more rational than this. And I don't care what side of the fence you're on. This is not okay. Spending this money in other countries like this is insane on ridiculous things and frivolous things. Just a thought. Have a great day.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there, unto Israelite foreigners, from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. As you can clear, I don't know how true it is, but we know that the people that runs this world, the people that's on top, do the most foolish things that you can think of. But overall, they didn't shut down the government for what he said. But these are certain things that's coming out about these people and how corrupt they are. And that's what I heard was corruption. So you're willing to spend the money on elsewhere, which the elsewhere really is going to these wars. Joel, the third chapter, is not only talking about other nations, it's also talking about here in the good old USA. Matter of fact, I was just going to go with this flow, with the spirit, but I made mention of it. Matter of fact, let me read this real quick. It says, a righteous man falling down before the wicked is as troubled fountain and corrupt spring. So when we fall under the wicked, it's corruption. That's the only way they could do what they do towards the people of the Lord, is through corrupt things. All right. But like I made a statement, so they advocating the money from feeding the citizens to war. Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. So taking your farming instrument, taking money that you allocate to the people to feed the people and give it to war. That's what they've been doing. All right. So since they've been doing that, this is across the board. It was not just America. It's just not these other nations. All these nations are the same. All right. All these nations have been the same. All corrupt, and they're being fueled to do these things for the Lord. The Lord is putting that spirit on them to do these things. Isaiah 19, I knew it was going to come out. 19 to 14. It says, the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. And everything that he was saying is nothing but perverseness. But this is what rules us. I tell you in Sirach, the 10th chapter, real quick, 10 and 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man rule the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So they got the white collar crimes, you got the blue collar crimes. The reason why there's so much crime in America is because the people that's running America are a bunch of criminals. It's quite simple, simple mathematics. They allow these things to happen. They cut around corners to get certain things that they desire. And under the law, under the guidance of their laws, they break the same laws that they say they want to reinforce, but they only reinforce it onto the poor. This is why it says, so if the leaders are funny style people, which actually I should just use that. If the leaders are funny style people, the people are going to be funny style people. But whatever the people does, they're going to get uh, paid. They have to pay the ultimate price. Psalms 10. I want to get to the point. Is it 8 or 9? All right, 8. It says, matter of fact, 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Damn, cut to the point. So these people are full of cursing, deceit, and fraud. That's all this American capitalism democracy is. All right, fraudulent people claim it to be something that they're not, and through their fraudness, they hunt down on the people. And it says he sitteth in lurking places in the village, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. So people out here, they about to lose food assistance because these criminals that make so much money. Hey, what happened to the whole Deutsche thing that they created that was supposed to help bring money back into the economy? That nobody's talking about that no more. They found extra money so they could do more corruption. They're not worried about the people. They're not. It says Isaiah 19 and 14. He have mingled the perverse spirit in the midst thereof. So that perverseness is all those alphabetical movement thing that they're trying to spread that shit throughout the four corners of the earth to corrupt everybody. It says, and have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man stagger from his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So there's no work across the board because you got people that's in position of power. There's only thinking about their bottom dollar. They ain't worried about the average person. All right. So this is what's going to cause them to make mistakes. So how true it is, what that woman was saying, what he was saying, I'll say half truths because they still have to push their agenda, but they have to blame somebody else for doing things that they don't want that's causing it. All this to say, to tell the people, we ain't gonna take care of you no more. Because why? Because they're cruel by nature. And one more, Psalm 78 and 3, 78, sorry, 73 and 8. They are corrupt, speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lofty, and they are corrupt. And they speak, when it comes to concern about oppression, they'll pretend like it doesn't exist, and they're the ones that's doing it. But the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has proven these people. They set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue against that walketh throughout the earth with their lies. And then what did he say? Certain things they have to send in other countries. Right? They want to pass a bill so for a pride parade in another country. So these people are corrupt to the core, and the Lord's going to destroy them for that corruption. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end it off on this. Psalms 94 and 20. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which framest mischief by law?" And the answer to that is no. Two kings cannot sit. Righteousness and wickedness cannot coexist. All right. The Lord the Lord gathered themselves together. So they gathered themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemned the innocent blood. But the Most High is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. He shall bring upon them their own iniquity and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our power shall cut them off. So that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.